I am learning more and more about this experience being here on earth. And the more I'm learning to face my emotions, like being autistic, it is really hard for for me as being autistic and ADHD. When the trauma happens, we don't react to it. So it may look like, when I acknowledge, it may look like I was scared or something. It was not like I was scared. I didn't understand the understanding of it, though, because I was masked. I didn't immediately ask multiple questions, because when somebody does something in my face, I acknowledge in their divergent way, we're going to constantly ask questions and figure out what just happened. Where in neurotypicals, I do knowledge everybody will just make up stuff to just get away with something they just did. And then what makes me not understand is, well, at first, what made me not understand, now I understand why. But at the time, what made me not understand was so many I've met here, or a family member or anybody around me that want to be understood, don't know how to understand things. So now I see people in a loop of just yelling, arguing, yelling, arguing, yelling, arguing. So in their divergent way, I'm not going to say nothing because I don't understand anything, and I'm not going to talk on something I don't understand. And they're typicals. Y'all will talk on stuff that y'all don't really understand, and then get upset when it starts showing you might not understand fully what's going on. So now, being like a neurodivergent in a neurotypical space, I'm looking different or weird or something that somebody wanted to say, and I'm just trying to understand, like, why did you just do that? Why are you not talking about what you just done? I mean, I make mistakes a lot of time. Like, literally, I am literally still trying to figure out how to pick up things without dropping them or stuff. But I did knowledge, because of the damage of wasn't able to do that early on in the age of trying to be so-called normal, in a sense. So now to my family members or my family, I look odd, or to this to when I go to, like, when I finally, because I didn't start actually like being in actual classes until I hit like high school. And it would be half I would be in special class, and then half I would be in it would be in certain classes I would be in regular class in, and then the rest I wasn't. Now, when I was like full blown in elementary school all the way like to middle school, it got to the point where I thought I was about to actually have to go to a school that it was full blown, just that type of resource every day, all day, because it was so horrible, like so badly that, well, not badly, I don't want to say it's bad. I don't want to say it's bad anymore. I didn't, at the time, I was told that it was bad that I was not able to talk yet, or to do certain things as the other kids were doing. And I was told that was bad. But now I have to acknowledge, like, there's a lot of people that I really can't admit that they don't understand their own understandings. So trying to come to my understandings, or in the neurodivergent, it's going to be too much for a lot of neurotypicals, especially if y'all haven't registered your emotions. Now, neurodivergents, we still have those problems. Like, the thing is, we still will go through these experiences with neurotypicals. The difference is we're trying to learn how to face it right then and there, so we can get ourselves out. And I see some neurotypicals are doing it too, though it's just like, I can tell the monotones that we have. We don't really talk. Like, I had to literally learn. Like, I will sit in the mirror and try to word out what I'm going to say to people, especially when it's in me standing up for myself. It was not actually the fact that I was always scared, which people will always put that. They will put anything on me of like their own thought process, because I really did not know how to speak. So they just made up what they thought, or what they wanted to think. Instead of like going by my actions, they would just think of what the actions, ignore the actions, but face forward whatever they're comparing their emotions and their bodies, their thought process with. And then now I'm getting thrown in something I don't even know what's going on. So I'll just be over here like, did they hear what I said? I said I don't understand. And most of the people that I actually did cover, they would just like tune me. They will finally get ignored, annoyed that I don't say nothing or barely be around. And then when I do and try to like stay quiet as I be around, now that's annoying. So now talk. So now I'm trying to figure out how to have communications. So I'm just mirroring. So now I'm talking too much. So now I'm just like, I was just like, okay, obviously it's not, now I started to acknowledge it's not a me problem. It's something that you're really not facing and communicating with me because I have a different thinking process and I'm not thinking like a whole group of people are doing. Now it's like, now it feels like they feel like I'm the problem in some sort of way or trying to shift the blame of whatever that they're going through onto me. And I will just be over here just like, do you want to talk about it? I mean, we can talk. Now I'm getting yelled at because I fully understand what's going on because now it's not the fact that I'm going through this experience. I learned how to literally sit there and try to understand somebody and not compare experiences with each other. Most people don't know how to do that, so they'll use an excuse. Well, everybody does this. Everybody da-da-da. Everybody da-da-da. We're not talking about everybody. We're talking about what you just did, the actions that made you feel like you did something. So now you're trying to woo off the experience, like woo off whatever you just did, and then want people to stay around that. Like, no, like you're self-destroying yourself, and whoever is going to be around you is going to get destroyed as well. And so now there's a whole bunch of people here in different titles and different whatever snars or how much money and stuff is not even mattering anymore because of the fact that so far so many of narcissistics or mindsets that just don't want to heal wants to force that mindset onto a whole group of people that wants to heal. Now like people do not even acknowledge the shift on the earth. It's not no more of this is the place you go to do sin or whatever you want to call it, or like freedom or doing what the 1% is doing. No, it's not that no more. It's now there's so many energies and more of these type of energies are coming here to actually heal something. And it's those who are still struggling to learn what it means to heal is still trying to force themselves and forcing others to pretend. And no more, it can't do it no more. Because now I'm just like, okay, well, and then also I would get like asking questions. Why are we like, what I will just try to ask is like the very direct questions. Mugs will finally try to get me to talk, and I'll finally talk, and then I'll ask, why is the system making us do addictions to certain things? To things, and then take it away, take it away, and they would get upset. And then I'll be like, okay, I guess I did something wrong, and not acknowledging there was nothing wrong of asking these questions. It was the fact that a whole bunch of people are really unhealed. Like even like the ones that are doing it, they're getting stuck in their own stuff. And then try to bring others into it. I'm not getting brought into it. I'm sorry. No. Like I made that clarification when I first got on Earth. And there's a lot of us that are just like clear, we're not going for this. And then they would see it as, oh no, war now, attack. I'm like, you're finna attack people that don't want to even be involved. That's a lot, and that's a lot of karma you're trying to have, sir, or ma'am. That's a lot of karma you're trying to have, and a lot of souls you're gonna have to face energetically. And I'm just like, okay, well, all right. My first 10 minute video, I made it all the way through. Interesting. We gotta do better. Somewhere. Those who don't want to heal, y'all gonna have to either do better or just destroy yourself at this point.